So what we're going to do is we're going to create a song visually and in an abstract way. So you're going to pick out a song in your head, and I picked out ABCs, and you're going to pick out a color that you want the base for that song to be, and then, you know, we'll write on our names on these later. What you're going to get is you're going to get a white chalk pastel, and for each part of the song it's going to be a different kind of line. So A, B, C, D, and then it changes E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and then L, M, N, O, P, and then it starts all over again. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So I don't need to do the second part of the song because it starts over again. It's exactly the same. So after you've done the song, and you've done all the parts of the song wherever the rhythm changes, you then are going to make these a lot thicker. So go back and make these lines much, much thicker. And you're going to go back and do that with everything here. I'm just doing that by drawing the line right next to it. Don't use the side. Well, I guess you can use the side if it's a pretty small one like this. And you don't need to put a lot of chalk down, just some. So it doesn't need to be on very thickly. And if you get this extra little dusting here, just knock it off your page like that. Don't blow it because you're going to end up blowing chalk dust into somebody's face. Then what we're going to do is we're going to paint each section a different color. Now, I've got green, so I'm not going to green paper, so I'm not going to use green paint. That just won't make sense. I'm going to start with red here. Now you can easily paint over the chalk. The idea is you want to paint right up to the chalk, but don't paint over it. This is not like crayon wax resist, where the chalk will keep it from getting painted over. Chalk is just to show you where not to paint. So avoiding those chalk lines, I'm painting in each area the same. So this whole, the curvy line part's all going to be red. I paint in carefully by painting around the line first and then filling it in after that. You might have noticed my red is showing up very dark. The reason for that is it is mixing, sort of mixing, with the paper. The paper is showing through, and since red and green are opposites, it makes for a dark, a very dark red. I'm going to paint this area yellow. I'm going to end up with kind of a yellow green. The yellow is a little messed up there. So remember, I get it nice and wet and then just dab it with a tissue, clean it up. And then this part, I think this part will be blue. So make it look like a blue-green. And then I think for this last part here, I'm going to do white. Now again, my white's pretty messed up, so I get nice and wet here. Get all of that messed up part. And get a tissue. Now I've got white again. You're going to need lots of paint on your brush for this project. Also, it should be noted that when you make your lines back on your chalk part, they should touch either the ends of the paper or the lines. That way you've got these nice spaces to fill in. And after this paint's dry, you can go back if you want and add another layer. Okay, now what's nice about these paints is they dry fairly quickly, so you should be able to move on to the last step pretty soon. If it's not totally dry, go free draw until it's totally dry. Because the last step that you're going to do is you're going to get a tissue and you're going to wipe away that chalk pastel. Thus revealing the lines of your paper. Just like that, see? You try not to get it on your paint. If you do get it on your paint and it gets too messed up, you can go back and paint over that. You want it to look vibrant again. So see how when I'm brushing it away, try not to get on my paint. That way I don't have to repaint it. And then you would erase the rest of the chalk.